It's one of the most important I guess, diseases in Australia, in the sense that it is present across Australia, and every season we see it in some form. So whether that's leaf, stem or stripe rust, we see these incidents every year, and it really goes towards the risk profile that farmers carry in the selection of their varieties and how they manage their farms. So they really need to be mindful of that risk that they're carrying and the likelihood of rust occurring in any one location. Growing a susceptible or VS, very susceptible variety in a location that has a high propensity to have a rust infection can really bring to bear a lot of impact in potential yield losses on an average year. So they should marry up the rust rating of a variety along with any potential upside in yield. And to keep in mind that fungicides may not always keep that yield loss to that zero level, and a S and VS variety, rust can take hold of those varieties quite quickly, and the farmer may not always be able to get on that land to spray out the problem as quickly as they would like. Through the ACRCP and certainly in the broader research community around the world, there is a lot of research going on in terms of the identification of new genes, for example, back in the pure level of science, right the way through in terms of new technologies in getting these genes into varieties, and certainly then at the end with the management of fungicides and how best to manage incursions of rusts when they do occur. So the level of investment is quite significant in Australia through the GRDC and different funding bodies, but it certainly has an impact along that entire chain of new gene identification right the way through to how do we manage the problem once it has occurred in the farmer's field.